Welcome back to Black Girls Do Reviews. It's episode 13 on the 13th. What's the Nicki Minaj lyric? It's Friday night and guess who's playing Friday? Is that what she said?
That is what she says.
I'm not the biggest Nicki fan. I won't even like try to embarrass myself like Dr. Wendy did, but I do know a line or two.
Up in Sri Lanka. Like what?
Like, come on. So like I'm not gonna cap like I'm the biggest fan, but I'm glad I got that right. But welcome back, guys. We're here with another episode. Glad to have you back. Um, the weeks are feeling long. I don't know if it's just me, but glad to be here another week, locked and loaded.
Yeah.
I know we typically do RHOP first and then SLC, but I'm kind of feeling SLC first, if that's okay.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, I wasn't that enthused with the episode, but you know what it is? I think sometimes these past few weeks have just been busy for me, so I feel like I haven't had the time to like just sit and enjoy TV. I want to enjoy TV, and I haven't been able to do that. So it's just been feeling like, what are you guys talking about?
Honestly, one of my notes is like, I feel like these women really manufacture their own problems. So I think that's to your point of like, what y'all talking about? Because it's like, what's y'all beef about now? Like, what y'all mad at?
Seriously. Oh my God. No, for real.
So I think I saw your note about, and maybe let's not go in order because let's just get into it.
Yeah.
Bronwyn, I think your note exactly is when people be crashing out because it's really not that serious. Like, and this is what I mean by manufactured. Like Bronwyn is so upset about being in a separate villa than Lisa. I don't get what it is. To me, and I'm team Bronwyn most times, but you lost me on this one because it's the same villa.
It is the same villa. It's just different sides of the villa. I felt like, okay, I didn't put this in the notes. When she first said it, I was like, I could see Lisa for once in my life. I could very much understand Lisa's thought process behind the roommate situation. But when Bronwyn said, like, you put me in a villa with all these bitches who don't fuck with me, I was like, oh yeah, that's true. But then this is my problem. Like, y'all all got beef with each other. Like,
Yeah.
God, it's not like Potomac beef, but like y'all all got like beef with each other. How am I supposed to keep up with the fact that Whitney don't like you and Heather and like Angie K? Like what? And in my mind, I'm like, did I watch the episodes that this happened? That you had all of these beefs coming up, Bronwyn? Like
It's every no one likes anybody is what it starts to feel like. So when shout out to production because I did like this when Lisa was going through like why she put certain people in certain villas.
yes,
I'm
yes,
like, well, that does make sense.
yes.
And it's literally she did it by like the week. She was like, okay, this week we know this person doesn't like this person, that person, because y'all literally fluctuate where like Whitney, Whitney and Bronwyn were cool at the beginning, right?
Yeah,
They had
they
some
were
kind of
cool.
cool, and now it's like they're not cool.
Yeah,
So
I can't remember when that happened, but
yeah,
that's cool.
so it's like okay, and then so I equate it to this. We are you pausing?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay. I equated to I saw you do this, so I'm like, oh, but I'm sensitive. I equated to we are both birthday trip girlies, and we have planned many a birthday trip. So I didn't put this in my note, but I felt like when you and I have been on each other's birthday trips, and we are bringing in different friend groups, and you're assigning rooms. I would hope that like my friends didn't feel like because I did certain placements, I'm not as friend with them as somebody else. I'm just trying to make it all work. Right. So like I've been on birthday trips where I'm not like directly next to the birthday girl in the rooming, but like, okay, like I'm gonna just see her at breakfast. Like, like I
Yeah.
think unless you're looking for it, which is why I feel like Bronwyn was trying to like do this, is like okay, like whatever. Like and I think Lisa said that at the table, like, except for like what did she say? Shitting and sleeping or something. We're near
Yeah.
each other. And I'm like, I agree. Like, what's the big deal? So that felt like you really was trying to make that happen. And they had an explosive argument back and forth about it, but
Yeah. I feel like, what?
what happened?
Oh, no, because my screen, I wish you would have just seen what happened to my screen. So I thought that the whole Zoom just crashed out.
Everybody crashed out.
I really thought you would have. I was like, what? So
Everybody,
scared.
everybody crashing out. Okay. We
No, but I really didn't like I was like, oh my God, bro, it's really not that serious. I wish she would have. I see her as very much like emotionally mature
mhm.
in comparison to the other lady. So I wish she would have had a moment of reflection to really see like what was the bigger picture before she brought that to the whole group at dinner because I thought I was like, oh, this is not good. Now you're definitely hitting the crashing out stage at this point.
Yeah. And I think her emotional intelligence, this is when it's like people use their goods for evil because I felt like she started sounding intelligent in her argument later on at the table where it was like, you wouldn't want me to do this to you. I feel the distance between us. I took you on this amazing great trip and blah blah. So like I'm like, okay, these things are true. And then but you the at the top though, like why we even are talking about this is wrong. So like
Yeah.
yes, I agree with the how you landing this, but you gaslighted us into this in the first place. And then I think Lisa Barlow is the perfect person to do this with because Lisa's never gonna be like, oh, my bad. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel for you. She's going to double down and be like, what are you talking about? Like, that's so dumb. And then I think Lisa Barlow lost points for me because she started going into like hater vibes. I think we both clocked that when she
Yeah.
was like, I go
You
on
should be
expensive trips too.
grateful.
Yeah, and like all this weird like talk about money felt very like when men call you big money.
Yeah, it was given very elitist. Like she was like, "You should be grateful. You should be grateful I brought you here, bitch. We're in Mexico. Stop.
Like
This is you barely need a passport to come here. Like, stop
barely,
playing.
barely.
Stop
And
playing."
they was just on a Delta flight. No shade, no shade, no shade. Delta's my favorite airline, but don't be acting like
You didn't jump on the PJ.
you did not. You really did not. And so let's don't talk about so grateful. But it was the note I was she was saying about Bronwyn's other trips and like da 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 da. And it's what they got to do
Why
with
yeah, why are you bringing that up?
who
Yeah,
talk about
you
that.
get my tea a little too hard.
You counting the money in my pockets, and I don't like that. I don't like that. And apparently, those passport holders she was handing out cost like $600. Now the girl was saying that on TikTok.
I mean, the research.
Yeah, the girl said it's you can see it on Neiman Marcus, and they are $600 each. That's what the girls on TikTok said. So her showing up with that gift for all of them to the tune of $600 when I could have made that for y'all. I could have made that for y'all, but whatever. But okay, do you think it is egregious to show up on somebody's trip with gifts for everybody?
No, but okay, would I do it? No, I'm too cheap.
Uh-huh.
I'm too cheap. But
Right.
I don't think it's egregious because some people's love languages are literally like gift giving, gift receiving, that kind of stuff. And I think like there are some people who I know they meet up with their friends every single time and they always bring a little trinket or something for their friends. You know, like, oh my God, girl, I was in the store before this and I know you like a Kit Kat. So here, I brought you a Kit Kat, you know? And so I think that that's just what it was for
Wrong.
Braun. Yeah.
I didn't like that she called Lisa first and Lisa told her, like, no, I got stuff for everybody. And then you still show it anyway. That's when it felt a little like
Yeah.
heated
Yeah.
and
I
felt
agree with that.
good. But we also haven't seen Lisa's gifts yet. So I don't know when that's gonna hit. But why we at the villa and we didn't get our gifts yet?
Yeah, why am I in my room? I don't have something laying on my bed.
Okay, we got all these people walking around. Ain't nobody hand out my gift yet. So Bronwyn had hers as soon as we hit the door. Okay. So I don't know what's going on, Lisa. They keep talking about this PowerPoint she made. I'm like, okay, where the gifts
Saw
go?
that. And I saw like I don't know. To me, like she's like, yeah, I have the PowerPoint and like I don't play. I don't play. But to me, it just gave like you didn't have to do much to come up with this either. Like you hired people to execute all of these different things and like no shade for what. Like
And I don't think she even made the PowerPoint. Like, if Lisa, you paid somebody to do that. Like, let's be for real. You is not typing do at the computer on no PowerPoint. You're not
oh,
dragging in no picture. You're not doing none of that. Okay, so spare me. And then, girl, you know why you're doing it because you want to make sure when they pull out that tequila at the
tequila, yeah.
that girl gonna sell that tequila.
He's
Okay,
gonna sell it, okay? If it's one thing Vita Tequila gonna do on a Housewives of Salt Lake City episode, it's make an appearance.
all that kid gonna do two things: sit outside and have that tequila. That's one thing we can always bet on is they gonna have that tequila and they gonna be sitting outside. I don't know what it is. They just golly. Um so then what else did I want to talk about on their episode? Um Mary again.
And Angie.
Mary and Angie, man, good TV. Angie gets a little swoop because she had a little moment at the table at dinner where I was like, okay, Angie, but her and Mary's relationship,
Yeah.
whew,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. That's
heartwarming.
so beautiful. And I think what did she say? She was like, Angie, I'm confiding in you.
Mhm.
It's like you tell her, Mary, like
You
you
tell
better
her
lock those damn lips.
that's it. Don't say nothing else. And I think Angie is protecting it because it sounds like Angie's mom had addiction. So like this is
Yeah.
probably sensitive for her too. So it's just nice to see like, yes, loved
Yeah.
it. I also
Yeah.
love that Mary doesn't join the trip initially.
Mhm.
Because get your stuff in order and then come join us. You
Yeah.
you ain't gonna miss much.
Yeah.
But I love that they went from like I think Mary said to Angie like who are you or like who is
Yeah.
this to her to now they're like
Close friends.
so
Yeah.
close like it's kind of
Even like when she came inside the house, I was like, oh, this is so me. This is such a me move. Like, hello. She didn't even say hello. She was just like, anyone home? Okay. I'm just gonna make myself comfortable.
it just was sitting there then all of a sudden like peekaboo.
That is such a me move.
Angie was really rushing around doing mad stuff, moving flowers, getting cheese and stuff. And she's like, oh.
But also, it's mad funny too because why is your door unlocked? Your nice ass
And
house.
it hurt. I don't know. No shade, no shade, no shade. Because I'm gonna be luxurious like that, but we not that right now. That house feels very like bank. Like the door
Yeah,
felt very Bank of America.
it's just like it's heavy.
Yes, that's what it looked like. But it had like just a little twist, lock at the top. So I'm like, for this to be a huge glass door, girl. I
And
guess
she got some glass windows, like everybody could see inside. That's how you know I'm.
that's how you know what neighborhood they in, okay? Because y'all just leaving stuff unlocked. Mm, must be nice.
My mom would have a fit, okay? My
Okay.
mom would be like, lock that damn door.
Did
You
your
can't.
mom ever say if you lost when you lost your keys growing up? She was
I could count on my hand how many times I lost my keys in my life. Maybe two, three times, and I promise you, every single time. Not even my mom, but my dad. My dad had a fit. Like, yeah, because they're gonna know these are the keys to my house. They're gonna know. They're gonna come open the door and come attack us at night. Yes, yes, guys. Oh my God, yes, yes.
thought that is so funny. Now as an adult looking back, when I was a kid, I did get scared. Like I'm like, oh my God. But now as an adult, it's like, well, how would they know?
How would they know?
A random key sitting somewhere, they're gonna be like, yep, I'm gonna put it right in here. Like, what? That's the funny part to me. Uh so their relationship is really beautiful. I like that. Now, can I get to the crash out Angie moment? Well, I'm not gonna blame Angie for crashing out. Brittany's was weird that night. Like, I don't know if she thought she was activated. Like, Brittany kept chiming in and like saying little comments throughout the night. So when Bronwyn and Lisa are going back and forth, here comes Brittany, like, you're arguing because of me. Like, just weird stuff. Then they get to the table and she's like butting in. So I think Angie just like really
Got
did crash out. Like, brain just snapped.
it up to here.
Yes. So when that lady threw them shampoo bottles, I'm like, oh, you've had enough. You you will have no more, actually. Like, woo.
God.
So Brittany really got them. She got a few people angry, I feel like, that night.
She's crazy. I think it's interesting because like before she came into the group as like, "Hi, yeah, I'm dating an Osman," and like just being a weird outlier. Like she was just like the girl who you would be like nice to because your other friend is bringing her around, but you wouldn't be like exchanging numbers or follow her on Instagram or nothing. And I feel like all of a sudden, I don't know who put the battery in Miss Girl's back, but somebody put the battery in her back and she got mouth. She got mouth on her. Like I even was watching Watch What Happens Live and she was like, I wish I could throw like my phone through the through the TV. Cause like, girl, what is you doing?
She trying to activate, I guess, trying to turn it up. And it's given so misplaced now though. And it's I feel like even if we did like her, it would feel misplaced. Like it's just like little random chime-ins. Like, girl, shut up. So when she made that announcement about like my daughters are talking to me now, and everybody's just like, okay, like they
You
don't. You never told the story, so we don't know anything. And then when the picture came up, did you have this feeling like, oh, these is little kids?
they're
Picture,
little. I thought the photos was maybe from 2005 or something.
maybe because I'm like, if this the she don't have no recent pictures, maybe that's it. Because I'm like, you beefing with that like
These are my little kids.
children for real. Like they not just your kids; these are kids. So I'm
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
hope you're not beefing with them. I'm talking about my daughter talking to me now, and she all of 11. Like, what's going on? So like, okay, I'll get it together because I was
I
thrown
was
off.
like, no, I assumed that that was just like an old photo or something like that.
That's when she got.
Yeah.
But okay, I was lost. I was lost. What else did we have? I don't like the way they yell. I don't know how else to describe it, but like when Lisa's like, "Hey, just stick to the facts," like it just sounds weird. And then Meredith too, like the way they like the actual yelling voice sounds
Yeah.
crazy to me. And so I
Yeah.
put that down. These white women sound crazy when they yell. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it like y'all not coming from the diaphragm. Like
They
y'all not.
They're not. It's actually funny because they sound like me. Like when I get I was walking with my friends through Times Square and I just said, I don't even remember what I said. I just screamed something random out loud. And my friend was like, ew, that's how you sound when you yell. Like your man will never take you serious. Like,
That's how you sound when you yell.
I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay. Dang. I would that's so funny. We've been friends for a long time. What is I know what like your drunk voice sounds like. I
Oh,
don't,
my drunk voice is
yeah,
annoying.
I don't know your
It just get real high pitched.
yes, that I know. I don't know your yelling voice, I think. It's funny. Um, is anything else from their episode? I think
No.
that was mainly it. Bronwyn, hope you feeling better. That dog bite looked disgusting. Um,
And let me just say this while we're on the topic of Bronwyn and dogs. I think that Bronwyn is very, very pretty. She looks well put together. But I was watching Watch What Happens Live, and this could be an exaggeration, but Heather did say that there is so much dog shit around her house, and she was walking around barefoot. And I do remember the production team zooming in to show like there was dog poop on her floor. But Would Bronwyn, that changes my whole perspective of you.
It
Like,
really does, babe. I would really hope. I would
that's
honestly
some
hope.
real white people stuff. Like,
But that's
no
like
shade.
why we don't have that taken care of though. Like where's your people at?
Where's your housekeeper?
Yeah, like where are the folks? Where are the landscaping people? Like where's everybody at? Y'all got money for that. If you don't want to have a
Them
little
dogs-
plastic on your hand, then you
And
need to.
letting them dogs poo in your house is nasty.
That's disgusting.
That's very
And
disgusting.
then just free range with it, like just anywhere they can go.
Just
Absolutely not.
raw dropping.
No, that's
Wherever you feel it, just do it.
raw droppings. Like no, for real. It's droppings at this point.
Yeah, like shoot.
And if that dog was too big for that.
And it's not just one dog, it's like seven of them.
Oh, she wrong.
Bad dogs.
Like,
They just all look alike.
or maybe not like you. I feel like you don't have no reason to be nasty. Like you have all the resources possible to keep you from being nasty. If you being
Right.
nasty, it's a choice. Like I am choosing. Like the people that be in the shower talking about I don't wash my legs. That's a choice. That is a choice.
Yeah, it really is.
It's right there. So mm, I don't know. If we want to go back historically, black and brown people taught them folks hygiene. So just saying.
Talk about it.
Saying what I'm saying. Okay, since we on that note, in my Dr. Umar Johnson bag, I don't like when people are in Spanish speaking countries and they walk up like hola, hola, and the person is like, hello, how are you today? Like it gives colonizer to me, and I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like it. So Lisa walks up like at the resort, hola, hola, and the lady's like, hello, thanks for coming. Like what are you? It's giving so annoying. Like I hate that so bad. Dorit is good for that at Beverly Hills. When they go to a different country, she love to show that she speak the language, and the person be like, "Hi, do you want a wine? Like, what? I don't care about nothing you talking about. Why are you saying it? It just gives. I hate the feeling. I don't know how to describe it. It makes no sense, but I'm
Oh,
sure it ties back to something ancestral as to why I don't like it.
wait, so you don't like that the people responding saying hi, or you just don't
Oh,
like that people are going up and speaking like the native language?
but they not really like you're not about to say nothing else in Spanish. So
Oh,
like,
you just being funny,
that's what I feel. Like you walking up, hola. Okay, say something else now. Say, you know, say my name is my room number. Like, keep going if you're gonna do it, right? I feel like are we allowed
Oh,
to say our friends' names on here? Should I like whatever?
no.
Kiara is fluent in Spanish. So if we're in a Spanish speaking country and Kiara wanna go at it, okay, cool. Like that's fair. You can have a whole conversation with it. You know one word, maybe three max. Hello, thank you, and goodbye. Let's not. Let's skip it. And especially the person that's greeting you is prepared to have this whole conversation in English. So that's why I don't like it. That's it.
Fair.
I rest my case.
It's fair.
I rest my case. So with that being said, we are going to move to RHOP, Real Housewives of Potomac. Um, let's start at the top. Giselle and her dad's will.
Yes,
And
which can't get access to. I'm like, how did this happen? Because Papa Jizz looked like he like run a tight ship. Like
fact.
he looked like he ain't writing nothing. Like, how the hell did this happen? Who was in the room with him?
That's what I'm saying. Who was the person that got rid of the old one and made him sign a new one? And what is that?
And
Because
it's the problem with Giselle. She be telling half stories. We want the full thing.
so we can invest. Because we'll go find that person and but
Comment. Well, not
you
me,
know,
but the
I
people
mean,
do be
the
doing it.
fans be doing it. The fans really will like go crazy about it. So I was proud of, because I feel like with a lot of Black community, maybe brown community, like we don't plan for our estates and after death and da 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 da. Like people don't have plans in place. So to hear this one is like, ouch. Like it's for somebody to throw one away and make him sign a new one and all that. Like that's crazy. And now to have to fight the battle over your father's things,
Hmm.
really crazy.
Yeah.
Um, I do like always gonna like Giselle in mom mode, and I think her daughters are just really great. Um, so then we go to TJ making Stacy pizza at her apartment.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just like the cringiest thing I've ever.
Yeah.
I don't like at
I
all.
didn't like this at all. I didn't like when he put the box. First of all, when he said, "Oh, let me put on my hat," I thought he was really gonna pull out a pizza hat. Like
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna pull out a whole little white
yeah,
thing, and he pulled on a bonnet. I was like, "Ew, you get me mad. Why you took that out? That would have pissed me off."
yeah. They're like 99 cents. Like it's not even that big of a deal. Like
And then it's Stacy in the confessional. I don't even wear a satin bonnet.
she
Are you?
got her wig was a scalpless one. So I maybe she just take it off and that's it for the night.
Are you black, mama?
I like she said it like she was supposed to be like, what? And we listening like, so what you do?
Yeah, that's how like you laying your head on a cotton pillowcase, or is it at least silk? Like if it's silk satin, I'll give you your tens. But
Saying you don't sleep with no
I
scarf.
take the wig off so I can see what you're dealing with.
Let's see what you working with underneath that wig that don't got no part, no scalp. Let me see. Let me see. So, and that's the thing too, because she said it. Now I'm looking for real. I'm like, what kind of hair you got? What you got? So that's how I could tell. So the front, she do this the technique where you kind of put it a little back, and then you have your hair.
Yes, you have like the little, yeah. I used to wear my wigs like that. I used to wear my wigs like that when I first got started. Yeah.
So that now I'm really invested in what you do because I'm gonna see something. Um, I well, so you didn't like the bonnet. I didn't like the corner store juice thing because I feel like if you're gonna do something corny, like at least let it have a rhyme or reason. This, what was the story behind the corner store? Like, what was that? What was the? I don't get. And he squeezing it into a wine glass. Like, what was the story on this part? Because you're making pizza, we could just have wine. You could be like, oh, it's an Italian night.
It should have been wine because we're both grown adults
Facts.
on a play date. Like the least you could I actually this is probably just the bougie in me. I'm okay with a DIY date, but I think I would have been pissed off. Like, if you go buy wine, go buy me a real
I'm
juice. Like,
saying,
let's not DIY the whole damn date.
yeah. And it's like, if you're gonna DIY, to me, like give me the intention and the thought and the whatever, because that'll convince me that it's so special and so cute and so whatever. Right.
Mhm.
So if you're like, oh, I want to make us a pizza because on our first date we went to that great pizza restaurant and oh, this is your favorite wine and blah blah blah. Like, oh my God, like, oh, he made me pizza. Or even like, why y'all couldn't make the pizza together? Like, that's cute. I feel like so it's just like I didn't get the story we're trying to tell here. And then I think we both agree the pizza looked nasty.
The
So
pizza did look so nasty. I was like, how?
how you mess up a pizza? He poured so much oil on it. I was looking at that too. Like, what are you doing? You don't need to put that much oil on top of the pizza. Ugh.
Do you think it's a red flag that, well, he's in, no. I was gonna say, is it a red flag that he's in his 40s and he's never been married? But I think it would just be more of a red flag if he was never in a relationship.
Yeah, I think never in a relationship would be a red flag. Um, he trying to act like he's so serious about it, like he doesn't do anything casual. So I guess that would align with him never being married because like I take it so serious and I haven't gotten there. Um, I thought it was interesting though, like his perspective, like if Stacy's saying, would you stick around if I started dating other people? And he's like, I would start dating other people. And it's like, okay, like TJ ain't scared to be outside. Like he not afraid of the streets. Like if I gotta go back, hey, I gotta go back. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I guess he's done the relationship and dating thing. Maybe not a
Mhm.
red flag. Um, why does Stacey feel weird about it? I think that was the interesting part. Like, you the one bringing up dating other people. So I guess I think her point was, say you
She
want.
wanted she wanted him to be on her body a little bit, like, oh my God, no, I don't want you to date anyone, Stacy. I love you, or I really like you. Like, I mean, like you gotta be realistic. Yeah, not I mean, not that that's a big deal, but like you gotta be realistic. Like TJ don't really give much. So I don't know. Even expecting him to do that, it was like,
No. Of course he's gonna be like, well, whatever you want to do, it's fine. Like
yeah.
he didn't give that he would ever like grab you and say don't go. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, well, make yourself happy, whatever you do. So,
Yeah.
and I think that confirms why she needs to spend time with herself. So
Hmm.
I think in a weird way, that's what the girls are telling her. Like, you need to be just outside. You need to be not so serious. You need to be just whatever. Because if you want the man you're dating while you're finalizing your divorce to like claim you and don't let you go, how about we heal? Like,
Yeah.
how about we get
And
ourselves?
I agree with them. Like I agree, like you said, like yeah, she needs time. Who does this? I mean, Mia, but like I'm sure there's other people out here too. But
Right.
who goes through a divorce and tries to have a boyfriend? Like, damn, like how y'all that's a lot of male energy, bro. I could only take one man at a time. Like they're fucking annoying, actually.
I can only handle zero at a time. Like sometimes, hey, just the energy be a lot. So I get you. I agree. Um, so then we move on. Wendy is finally telling her mom about not being a professor. I like the question you asked. Like, why does this feel like it's being made into a big deal? Like, what was gonna happen? What were did we need to do this?
I feel like and I'm pretty sure this is her trying to show like her culture, her African culture, because I feel like this is why this conversation was important because her mom's African and they don't play about careers and whatever. But I feel like that is like a conversation for someone who's coming out of college and like the or like you're in your 20s and you make a career change whatever. I think that's a conversation then that you have with your parents and they're like, huh, like you're in your 20s, like are you sure you just left this professor job, like, and what are you gonna do,
Yeah,
I can't even see no, I can't even see my parent. Like, if I told my parents, like, hey, I'm not working my job, like, I think they'll be like, oh, she got another job lined up.
yeah, like
Like, okay, like,
I hope you got a plan.
yeah, like, that's really it. But I just really felt like this is weird. Like, we don't need to see like, I think this is being made a big deal, number one. I also feel like, I feel like Wendy's relationship with her mom is kind of toxic.
Yeah,
Like the whole like needing to take shots before you speak to your mom. Like I talk to my mom every day. That's my home girl. And
yeah,
I tell her like when I do things, I tell her, and even if I do something crazy today and I decide to tell her in 2 months, whatever, like I don't get judgment from my mom. Or if I do, she gonna tell me like ah, blah, 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 and I'd be like, a nice girl.
I don't like the way you said that.
That
Yeah,
really
I don't
nice.
think it was. It definitely. I saw the toxic relationship show up when Wendy reached out her hand to her mom, and her mom was like she reaching out her hand for you. So it's
That's
like, huh?
also childish.
Yes, like it's just there's something that's a little weird. And that's like, do you want to? I feel like that's what she underlined about their culture, not necessarily like they have high standards and she wants the best for me, whatever. It gives like our parents are very cold, very like they only want performance, they only want excellence. And
Yeah.
underline that and they don't say I love you. It's not about hugs and all that stuff, which is a stereotype I've heard. Um,
Yeah.
so to underline that with this scene, I don't think was like I think that's why it's not resonating with me because I'm like, I don't know if I cared about this. And then like to your point, Wendy, you just told us on the last episode you don't even know how to pay your mortgage. So like, why would your mom be upset that you are not a professor anymore? Like, you wasn't paying the mortgage anyway.
It's
Like,
not like you're paying bills. It's not like you don't have other streams of income coming in. It's not like you're not married.
yeah,
Like you
like,
the whole babe, I can't pay the mortgage this month rent prank or whatever. Like
mhm.
you can do that prank to Eddie and he will react the same way all these girls on TikTok are reacting. So
Yeah,
like you're not without. So it's just like the whole conversation being this being a conversation is just dumb to me. It's dumb. Like if she didn't have other streams of income, if she lived in that nicest house, if she didn't have a husband, if she was Ashley Darby,
yes, yep, yeah, yeah,
then it would be like I could see, I could get it, but I can't. So
I can't. Um, so just you had. I'm glad she finally took care of it though, because like that had been from like the beginning of the season ish that she
yeah.
put in the resignation. Is like, oh, I haven't told my mom. Now we told her, let's move on.
Yeah. She actually has just got another position at another university, so
Yeah, the girl, she's fine. Is all I'm gonna say. And
the
then
girl
second of all, we're on her job right now. Like,
literally the girl's paying her bills right here.
right here, right now. Okay. Like very weird. Um, so then let's go to Ashley and Giselle go speed dating. Um,
The pee on him comment was weird.
y'all must be new to going outside. Like y'all don't get out much. Like that's what it's given, or
Getting weird in here, guys. It's getting weird.
and I don't even see a world where both of y'all would like the same person. Like, I'm sorry. I don't even
The age gap between Ashley and Giselle. I'm interested.
I wonder. It's definitely giving big sis, little sis vibes.
Yeah, so that's why it's like, why would you?
And then I be feeling like Ashley likes white men and Giselle likes black men. So I don't know who would overlap that. It would have to be like one of those like what's the quarterback man? He's biracial.
Jalen Hurts. Oh, you talk about Mr. Man from the Kansas City,
Yes,
Mahomes.
yes, Patrick Mahomes. That's probably a person that both of them would like, you know?
Yo, I just looked it up and they actually have an 18-year age gap.
Are you serious? What
They-
world would y'all be liking the same person and need to pee on them? Like, girl, good night. Good night for real. Um, I felt like, and this is just my opinion, I don't like their dating storylines. Like either one. Like I don't know. Like we haven't really seen Giselle date much. Like she had that one man that one time. Then she had that real young dude. And then we see Jamal pop up. I Are you good at dating? Is this gonna make me cringe the whole time? Like is it just awkward? I don't know. It just looked I felt like I don't care to see that. I think this is the start of her new storyline, her new chapter. We
Yeah.
have to see her dating because she's not gonna have the kids anymore around for scenes. But and then Ashley, like, you need one thing at a time. Okay? Like the fact that the girls are actively married and like we are supposed to be supporting them in their budding love lives is like, have we lost the plot? Like, what about the sanctity of marriage? The institution, as Karen calls it. Like, Jesus Christ. Ugh.
I agree. I feel like Giselle might be a little bit awkward at dating. I think I'm awkward too, though, in her defense, you know? Well, I'm not awkward. I'm just one of those people that I'm like, If I don't got nothing to say, I'm literally not going to say nothing. I'm just going to sit there quiet. And I don't be feeling like forcing conversations. So I think that's the only awkward thing about me is I will sit in silence
Mhm.
completely. And then I'll be like, okay, this is getting weird. I'm going home. But like, yeah. So I'm here to see how she navigates through the awkwardness because I think that's part of like finding yourself and really putting yourself out there. Ashley, though, I'm thinking, girl, you still in this marriage.
In it.
You had a failed mediation.
That
Why why
they're
we
it's crazy. They're really
she's so horny.
yeah. That's what comes out at her date when she goes on a date with the guy. Don't they end up kissing at the end or something?
Yes, she's so horny. Like, damn, girl.
Please
Horny.
stop this. Uh Karen and Ray, I'm just gonna kind of skip that because I just don't. These little one-off scenes Karen keeps having about the accident, it's just like,
I didn't appreciate it because I could tell that this was definitely like produced. This was a produced scene where she literally told Ray, like, we're gonna have to sit down, we're gonna have to have a conversation together about the accident. And like for her to sit there and blame this old man and say, like, I just didn't really feel supported by you. Like, stop playing. Stop playing.
please stop.
Because you don't do nothing. Like, no shade, Karen, but you literally don't have to do anything. So what do you mean you didn't feel supported by him? This is what I don't understand. I mean, maybe one day I will be in a situation where I do get a little bit more of their perspective. But like, y'all really don't, these men take care of y'all. Y'all don't have to do much, you know? And I'm pretty sure they might be busy, whatever. You want a little bit more companionship. But like, what do you mean you didn't feel supported? What you gotta do?
Support what though, girl? Like, I feel like they're at the stage in life and in the like point of their marriage where like just wake up, make your coffee. Like
Yeah, yeah, what do you need to be supported in?
like, like and yeah, it took a traumatic something to like get that like big displays of support, like showing up to the court case and blah blah blah. But like, girl, Ray has been trying to retire and move to Florida for the past how many years? Like, he don't want the drama. He
We
wants
really
the
don't.
easy street. He don't want none of this. So I just feel like maybe I think at this point of filming, Karen doesn't realize that like none of us really care about the DUI thing. Well,
Yeah,
like not that we don't care, but
no,
you
we
don't have
don't
to
care.
explain it. Like,
We don't care. No one got hurt. No one died. We don't care.
I don't care. And I guess she didn't. They, of course, production is not gonna like not talk about it, but it's like we don't need another story about why it happened.
Yeah.
Like, ugh,
It's just adding like to her whole defense. And I think like I remember you saying this a few episodes ago where you were like, "Oh, do you think this is like trying to make her better in court or whatever, like something to have in court?"
yeah.
Maybe this is just so she can have it for court. I saw something come out the other day about this damn court case, but of course, I didn't care. So maybe she's just trying to cross her T's, dot her I's, so she could be good in court. Maybe the judge is the only one that really she doing this for. She like, I don't give a fuck about none of these things.
I need to save myself. Okay. I wonder if like too, she told production like I'm only gonna talk about it with my family.
Mm,
That's when she only talks about it. She won't talk about it with the group. So she
yeah.
probably told production like I'm not talking about this unless I'm with my family. And so they keep having to set up these one-off scenes because we've seen her and the cousin, her and Raven, and now her and Ray. But that's the
And
only
they better not bring nobody else next week. I don't want to be with a auntie. I don't want to be with she got a son too, I think. I
yeah,
don't want to be with no son. I don't want to be with no more. I don't want to hear
get it on here.
it.
I don't want to see no more. And if the next time she got to have 50 people at one time, because I can't do these little one-offs no more. I'm over it. I'm
I
over
will boycott outside of the Bravo offices.
Period.
with signs if y'all do that again. Maybe
Y'all do
not.
that again. I'm sick. Thanks, management. Like that's what we have. Um, Another thing that pissed me off, this Kay and Mia meetup really frustrated me.
Okay, I felt like I was sounding like a hater in my notes, but I just really, I was like, I was shocked, first of all, because from what I last remember, the trip to Lake Norman, Kay and Mia was like not that on great terms because of whatever happened during that time. So when I seen them coming together, I'm like, what the hell? Why are we here together? What? Did I miss this? I really be like feeling like something's going on. And then I see her with her little polo on with the little logo on it. Oh, girl, where you coming from? Yeah, I just came from the office to here. I was like, okay, she's really trying to flaunt that she got a job. Okay, working.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm gonna be talking about coming together to talk about Gordon. This is why we here. Y'all like stop it. Stop it.
Especially, this is what made me mad. Kay is not licensed. She is
She
not a professional. Like,
worked for her boyfriend's organization. She's not certified. She not none of that.
none of that. So when we say seek help, we not talking like that's not what this is. If you want to call your homegirl, like call your homegirl. But to act like, no, I reached out to Kay for her expertise, she's not a licensed professional. So I was getting annoyed with like, as someone who goes to therapy with a licensed professional, I'm like, that's not what this is. Like for real. Like it's not just sitting and getting coffee and like chatting about what we think he thinks and blah blah blah. No, your therapist would have been like, what's going on with you? Let's unpack you. Well, Gordon will have to get therapy and figure out his mental health. What's going on with you? And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's why I don't like that was weird. It was weird when they were hugging. It was weird when with all of it because I'm like you. I'm like the only thing I remember that kind of felt like them coming back together was at Wendy's party. Cave kind of like defended Mia in a way. I don't think that's enough for a one-on-one and be helping me understand bipolar disorder.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
bipolar disorder is hard. AF. Like,
So it's so much to it. Like, and I'm not trying to like discredit Kay and say like she don't know, but I am saying like you're not a professional and you working or volunteering your time at your boyfriend's organization, even though he is a licensed person, does not make you a professional. And
at
I just
all.
like this was a nice. This was I don't want people to think don't get no ideas. Like, let me go call my friend who boyfriend is a therapist or is a psychiatrist or whatever, a social worker, whatever, and just ask my friend, like, oh yeah, what you think I should do? Because I know you'll be around your man. Don't do that.
Please don't
Don't.
do that. Please don't do that. Like, oh, I got a cousin at work in a therapist's office. Let's call her. No,
You're
no.
right. Right.
That's not what this is. So that felt weird. And then I didn't like at the end, it's still like take the paternity test already. Like we don't know who his father is, but so it just felt like I don't understand. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let it. I'm gonna I'm gonna get rid of my gripes.
I
And
also do feel like too, like, if it's just this serious, why isn't Gordon like at a mental facility or something? Like, why at like let's see that. Maybe
yeah,
he is like, and I don't know, maybe Mia did present him with the idea and he's like, absolutely not, you
yeah.
crazy, like leave me alone. But I just feel like if it's that serious that you need to seek help, you need to get solutions on how to navigate him, like maybe that is something that you should be doing then, Mia.
I think that's a valid point. But I think this is why Gordon should be telling his own story. Like this
Mhm.
is why I don't like that she's the only person telling us about, oh, he's in a manic episode right now. Oh, he's reacting crazy. Oh, he's this
Yeah.
and he's that. Cause it's like, is the man well or not? Is he getting
Right.
help or not? Like it seems so, what is the word I want to say? Careless to
Yeah.
just be like, he's having an episode. Girl, what? And then it's like you want to present it as though he's having an episode, but like you are triggering. Like you are not helping, even if a person doesn't have bipolar disorder. Like, what if it's just a mood swing? Like
Yeah.
we started out cool and now you piss me off, so now I'm mad. Like that could be it.
Yeah.
So, because I feel like now I'm gonna jump here to the final scene of the episode where we're at Mia's apartment with the kids.
Hmm.
He didn't seem like off base to me or like weird. And maybe that's an episode. I'm not a licensed professional. Okay. So I don't know, but I felt like he showed like pretty consistent like temperament.
Yeah.
Oh, and it wasn't until I remember his daughter was like whispering to him in his ear and was like, "What if mommy marries Mr. Ink?" And then you kind of see Gordon's like mood change. He was alright, like he was not okay the whole time, but it was
Mhm.
a to me there was a significant shift in his mood once his daughter asked that. But like that kind of question from your child is going to affect you. Like
Yeah.
so I'm struggling with the whole bipolar story, and now we're hearing more of the kids, and it's like Mia, you have a hot mess going on.
Yeah, I did not like that Mia had the little boy on camera. And I'm like, did she tell him to ask this or is this literally coming from him like, why are y'all living separate? And then she was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get a divorce. Remember I told you that we're gonna get a divorce?" And that little boy said, "What? What?" Like, and that's true. Like, I would have been like, "Now you playing in my face." Mom, I will remember if you told me you and dad are getting a divorce.
Facts.
But you was in here telling me, "Oh yeah, I remember we spoke about it." When? Like, stop playing with me, lady.
I don't get it. It's
And now you're trying to butter me up on making some whack ass cookies and inviting him down. Like, this is weird. Oh my God, I love to tell my family when they being weird. I would have crashed out. I would have crashed out if I was a little boy.
would have lost it. I would have been like that don't that is we're not making sense. We're just lying. Like you're just a lying liar who lies. Because you lie to everybody. You lying to us, you lying to the kids, you lying to yourself, you lying to Ink. Like it's just lies McGee over here. Because the
Mm.
kids, like you literally told us, oh, the kids think Ink is my friend. And the girl's talking about some, you can't marry Mr. Ink.
Why would she think that if that's just your friend?
Them kids know.
Exactly.
No. They know it's some new man around and they know they daddy ain't here. Something going on. They know they living separate. Like she kept, I think she was so proud of like, oh, they're innocent. So I like that they're asking these questions or are they feeling this way because it shows their innocence. Where I'm like, they're asking you because they're smart kids. So
Mhm.
you want to keep them innocent, but like they're also not dumb. Because that little girl was gonna make that point. Don't marry Mr. Ink. You hear
Mhm.
what I said? She went to the father when he didn't give her the answer she wanted. Don't marry Mr. Ink, okay? Let me
And
put it.
I feel like that's literally, as a child, like for you to make a statement so bold is like you probably not gonna forgive your mom if
No,
she, especially when your dad is actively in your life. Like I don't know, parents be it's interesting the whole dynamic because at the end of the day, we're all humans and you have to live your life, right? Like you have to make the decisions that's going to make you happy as a human being. But and I know sometimes like that means like not necessarily prioritizing like what your children may feel, but you also have to think like what your children may feel is gonna hold that against you. Like they could potentially hold that against you in your lifetime too. So it's hard, like dynamics and all of these things are hard. Like no one really, I don't know.
we don't know what we're doing. We're
We
just ordinary people. We don't know.
way to go. We really don't. We all doing life for the first time.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
People are stinking up the place with the way they're doing it. But I digress. We're all doing it for the first time. Um, I also think it's annoying that the women keep saying, "Oh, the girls told me this. The girl said that. Kay said this, and this one said like." Mia, you are grown years old, standing in front of your husband that you want a divorce with a child who you still are like trying to figure out the paternity of, and your other child telling you don't marry this other man. Don't walk in the room talking about Kay said we need to. What do you say? What you saying, and let's just do it.
Yeah.
And then when she gets to the point where she says Ink wants her to put more boundaries because he's not giving her enough attention, or she's not giving him enough attention.
Yeah, like he wants more from her pretty much. And I just thought that's absolutely absurd. And I think it's kind of like this is like the TJ Stacy situation. Why are we expecting something out of someone who's married still?
Yeah.
These people are still married. Like institution is still thriving, okay? It's still in order according to the state that they're in.
Okay.
So like the idea of like, oh my God, I want attention or I need this, I need that. Mia, I mean, I know she's head over heels for this little short man or whatever, but she better than me for real. Because a man, I'm married, I got a side piece, and he talk about he want attention. Babe, I got kids, I gotta work. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay my rent. I ain't worried about you.
Hey, you gonna have to find something else to do, babe. Okay. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, she's always gonna have to co-parent with Gordon. There's always going to be that in your relationship. So a part of the reason why I've struggled with dating people with kids is that I feel like your co-parent partner, the
Mhm.
child's mother, is always a part of the relationship in a way, right? Like we always have to coordinate. For instance, if we want to spend a weekend away, coordinating with the mom, hey, like yeah, like it's she's always a part of the relationship. It's how I feel. So I feel like Ink like she's never gonna be done with Gordon. And we act like it's just Gordon. She got the other child's father. So her older child,
Yeah, her oldest child. Yeah.
it comes with a lot, and you just got to be able to handle it. It's two fathers,
Navigate.
three kids, and two marriages. Gordon said, like you on your second marriage. Who knows what you want to do next? Even though I didn't like that, because Gordon, apparently, from what I hear, you left your wife to be with Mia.
Clock that.
That's what the girls are saying. So let's not talk too much. Let's not go too hard on that point. But I digress. Back to Mia and Ink. Ink, you gotta understand it's a lot that comes with her. So get over it.
I agree. And I feel like you're doing a fine job flying in every weekend or whenever to see her. You're doing a fine job as is. Like, please stop.
I wish
Stop.
she could just fly in on her non-kid weekend. Or do they not have that arrangement?
She was flying. I thought, well, I was thinking he,
Him. But I'm saying Ink should fly in on her non-kid weekend.
yeah, he should. I thought he was because remember the Wendy's party, he flew in for that. And like, remember he said he was getting them a Airbnb or whatever.
Remember he gave I don't remember him giving the little boy a popsicle or something. Remember they were all in the house?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But I wonder if she would just drop Gordon was just bringing the kids back to her. I don't know. It's a mess. And it's not moving. I think that's the other thing I don't like about this storyline. We're not going anywhere, right? Like this week is similar to last week and the week before that and the week before that. We're not answering any questions. It's not getting more, explosive. Like there's no
Mm-hmm.
any story has to we gotta end it. We gotta land the plane. And I feel like
Yeah.
this one we're just not.
It's so funny. Giselle was on Watch What Happens Live, and she said to Andy, she said, "Oh, I heard that Mia's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop." And Andy was like, "No, she's not." And she was like, "Oh, my glam just told me that." But Andy didn't catch the shade. Andy didn't catch the
Yeah.
shade.
Indy had on his like actual boss hat, like,
He was like, "I need to look into this."
yeah, like you wanna there's a non-compete. Like she can't be on another whose show she gonna be on.
That's
Um,
funny.
girl, that was a better fit for her, honestly. Like,
With all of this, I like my housewives classy. I would love to see the ladies of Potomac and Atlanta having the type of arguments and stuff like the Salt Lake City girls do. Like, oh my
yes.
God, why you put me in that villa?
And they argue about like you got brought everybody a gift. I had gifts for everyone. Like that kind of stuff. Like just be it's just made up. Like, and it's they drama be so heavy. And I don't it's just my life already heavy. Okay. I don't
Girl.
need y'all stuff. Cause do we have anything happy on that? I guess the dates was like the happy theme and Wendy not getting smacked down for resigning. That's it. The rest was sad. And I'm already sad. Like, come on.
Dead ass.
Like,
Dead ass.
we need to pick me up. So maybe I'm gonna become a SLC fan more than Potomac because
The
they
girls are
have fun.
standing it. They're standing SLC really badly. So
Yeah. It's so interesting because Mary's storyline is like heavy and dark, but like I like seeing it. So maybe
yeah.
because I'm sad, it gives me the cry I need, and then I'm like, "Ooh, thanks." You
There's
know?
a very beautiful moment. I literally saw the preview for the next episode before we got on here with um Mary and I'm sorry. I just saw something crazy on my phone. With Mary and Angie, and it was just so beautiful. I was like, oh my God, you guys, I did not think I was gonna like it here, but I love it here.
I think we're gonna have to eat our words. I wonder if we said like in the earlier episodes, like, what the heck? Why are they friends? Like this makes no sense. Maybe I said that. Maybe it was me. So I'm gonna have to eat my words. But I didn't ship them. I think that's what the kids say. But now I do. Now I do.
Thank you.
Uh,
They
uh
I have a so I mean, it's not really like a question to wrap us up, but I kind of want to know if your For You page is the same as my For You page. I think we got the same For You pages. I think
okay.
I
How you
think
gonna test it?
um so are you on you know who Jamila is?
Yes, the Super Five and
Are
Jackie.
you on Jamila side? Are you on Jackie's side?
This is really hard for me, man. I this is very hard for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna yai, okay? There were some elements of what Jackie was saying that like I was like, okay. Because if it's true to the way Jackie said it, where she had been blocked Jamila, and then it wasn't until people were saying, "Oh, Jackie's blocking people if you wish her a happy anniversary, whatever," and Jamila went over there and realized she was blocked, da 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 da. Then it does feel a little like, "Ooh, did you just try to get in on the get in on the bandwagon?" Um,
Mhm.
I do be trying to understand the colorism angle as a chocolate girl. I'm like, okay, is this colorism? It just felt very interesting. I will say this, it felt a little below Jackie's like, why are we getting in this? Like, it's no point in getting in the mud. I recognize the vulnerability thing, but I think even me as a lowly content creator, like I think there are some aspects of how I really feel that I don't need to bring to the internet. I bring a lot to it, but like there's still like a little I could put it in the group chat, right? Like there's there's a part of me that I only text to you. And I feel
Mhm.
like this was a moment, Jackie, text your friends that be like, they calling out these girls called the Super Five and they gave me a hard time and I get why they getting what they getting right now.
Mhm.
Versus telling your 3 million people that.
Yeah.
Um, but then also, sorry, one last thing, because I haven't been able to share this with anybody. I didn't know we both knew this. When it comes to, I think people that are like praising the Jamila and Mecca response don't recognize like these girls are selective with what they're saying. Like people are like, yeah, they're so mature. Like they just said they were sorry, blah, blah. It gave very like We are sorry. We extend our heartfelt apologies. Da, da, da. Like they know they were gonna apologize because the angle then changed from them being bullies to being apologetic. So I think my conclusion, in conclusion, I'm just happy to watch. I don't know if I have a team. I'm just happy to watch. I think the think piecers are think piecing this to death.
Yeah, I agree.
And it just every time, and the funny thing is, this is how I know I don't have a side. A think piece will come on one person's side, and I'm like, hmm. Then the
Mhm.
think piece on the other person's side, and I'm like,
Oh, that's so funny.
aside, because if I get a think piece, I'm like, all right. So I don't have a side, but I'm glad to get this out. Whew, thank you.
It's so funny because I feel that way, but I also think I'm more on their side. And when I say there, I'm actually more on Jamila's side. Because to be honest, I really don't know who the Super Five is. I know it's Jamila and Mecca, but I don't know who the other three ladies are. And honestly, I couldn't point them if I was passing by them on the street. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, um, I do know Jamila when she pops up on my For You page for like doing show reviews and random stuff. Like she be interacting with other thing. Mecca doesn't really pop up on my For You page like that. I'm not really like that into her content. She's okay. It's nothing wrong with her. I just don't feel like yeah. Like I think if there's any one of them that I'm like, yeah, like I fuck with is Jamila. I have to say, like, I haven't been a Jackie fan in a while, so I think I'm a bit biased in that. Like, I used to watch Jackie back in the YouTube days when she used to start like Jackie, like, and I feel like she's grown up, but also like if I do say so as a viewer or someone who was a fan, like I just don't connect to who she is right now. And I don't connect to her content anymore. Like I feel like yeah, I just even makeup, like I don't even care to watch her do her makeup anymore. Like it just doesn't hit for me. Um so maybe like I am showing a bit of bias, but I felt like first of all, Jackie, the I get the auntie gate thing, right? I don't personally agree with the auntie her opinions on it, but if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You don't want people to call you auntie, you don't want people to call you auntie. Personally, I'm an auntie. I've been a aunt, like a real life aunt since I was 10 years old. I refer to myself in third person as auntie, like
Same here. Yeah.
like, oh God. So for me, it's honestly like not that deep. But whatever. I just feel like that happened months ago. And for you to like now the Super Five conversation coming out and all of a sudden like you want to just pile on with your 3 million followers, I think that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I also feel like you said, like, why are you involving yourself in this? Girl, you be going shopping in Hermes, you be going shopping in Chanel. Like, you have a huge, like, not to say that them girls don't have a platform or a huge platform, but you have a much bigger platform. Like, people, you are well known, So, like, you don't have to
Established.
hurt yourself in this at all.
Yeah. It like you said, not to minimize them, but like Jackie is like an established professional, like I feel like within the industry, like for real, for real. No
Mhm.
shame. Somebody did make a good point, like, and this was to the Jackie side of like if TikTok did get banned, like Jackie would still
She's
be
still okay. She's perfectly fine. She's great.
completely
Yeah.
where Mecca and Jamila and whoever else, like I'm not saying they couldn't make the transition to whatever new platform comes out, but they like it's TikTok for them. They
Mhm.
haven't like withstood the test of like different platforms and da 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 da. So I'm like, it. I feel like Jackie almost validates them by
Mhm.
getting in the mud, right? So if you've seen, they were in Essence or like the some subsidiary
Yeah.
of Essence because Jackie's video. Like I don't want to be that type of person that by me saying this, I now bring this and make this a bigger story, right?
Yeah.
Like it would have just died. It would have just stayed in the one corner of TikTok that it's in if
Mhm.
he didn't become a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Um,
new Jackie fan, I will say that I didn't get into her until like this lavishly Jackie phase. It sounds like, which is like her showing lifestyle content. of like
Hmm.
her house and all of that, I think that's when I really became a fan of her. So I've been like I'm new to her.
Hmm.
So I don't know the transition from YouTube to now. Uh,
Yeah.
but I agree with you with Auntie Gate. It felt like you're trying to like now by calling this out, people are gonna like make it annoying.
Yeah.
You know, like if you would have just like let it be what it is and move on, maybe somebody call you auntie, maybe they don't, whatever. But like, it's okay. Now that you've said it, now it is Auntie Gate. And
Hmm.
some people are like, no, I'm gonna keep calling her auntie. Like, hmm.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like, I'm not gonna ever stop calling or referring to women like my age and older as auntie. I'm never gonna stop. Like auntie, 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 auntie. I'm auntie you to death. I don't care. Like it is what it is. I just kind of feel like, I mean, if that's her stance, like I don't really see it even as like the whole like the parent. What does she call it? Like parentification,
That's what you
whatever.
call it.
Something about like ultimately, like as an older daughter, maybe you would actually relate. As the oldest daughter or whatever, like you already have so much responsibility and have so much weight on your shoulders. So it's like the auntieing of it is just added like that extra razzle dazzle. I'm thinking is what she said. I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
No, no, no.
Don't.
I think it was related to that. It was like I don't want to be seen as like some authoritative figure or like whatever. But like that's where I disagree. I feel like auntie is like endearment and like I look up to you or like I
Yeah.
respect you and like not that like you have to tell me how to fix my life. You're not like I ain't
Yeah.
you to be an oracle or like you know it just hey auntie like yes auntie I listen to your advice and I da 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 da. But it wasn't like ain't nobody expecting you to manage their life the way you've had to manage your other relationships. So I think it was a little. That's the part that I feel is weird.
And I do think like the girls, I think they were agreeing with her about the whole auntie thing, or rather Jamila was. I don't know about Mecca, but I know that I don't think it came out like nice. Like I think that's what it was. Cause she does curse a lot.
Yeah,
And it was just like, okay, bitch. Like, and like to us, it's like, yeah, I get it. But to Jackie, she probably like, girl, like what, whatever. So I get that too. I did not see the colorism thing. I'm not gonna hold you. I was kind of like, wow, this is a bit of a drag. Because I think what and maybe this is the whole point of colorism is just that like sometimes women just aren't aware of like the like lighter skinned women aren't aware of like just like how much privilege that they do have. But I genuinely was like, I don't think that they're like the intent was there with that. Like, I think if anything, I would have rathered it been like a informing stance than of like a point in the finger stance. Like I think what the way Jackie made it seem is like, oh, it's very like um what's the word that I'm looking for? It's just
hold
like
on, real quick. Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna phone.
yeah. So I would have rather her take a stance of more like informing them versus like a I'm pointing the finger. I'm telling you like this was very irresponsible of you to like whatever. So yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I feel like Jamila really wanted to like set her point across to Jackie, like, yo, like I'm genuinely sorry. I don't feel like Mecca was apologetic at all. I feel like she was just on there like supporting her friend because they got the podcast together, whatever the case may be. But I mean, I just think it's also very stupid at the end of the day. Like all of it is so dumb. Like I don't know about the Super Five, but I think that's dumb. I think the Auntie Gate is dumb. I think it's
Yeah. I
dumb. Like,
y'all have we lost the plot that these are just apps? Like y'all
like
just
we're supposed to be having fun on
we
here.
used to dance on here. Like people saying in the comments, like
That's
the fact that
serious.
like the Super Five even exists. It's crazy to me. And I was feeling like honestly, if I was in the Super Five, I would feel so powerful because the whole like corner of
For
TikTok
real.
is talking about, like they're really taking over my For You right now. And I would feel like, dang, we really are the Super Five. Like
That's serious.
that's serious. And the crazy part is the girl that said that is like gets in this all the time. Like always has these moments with creators. I feel like when I looked at her page, she seems a little like woo, woo, you know. So the fact that like y'all have ran with this in this way, that people are having like real breakdowns, beef, problems, articles have been written about this. Like,
Yeah.
girl, the
Yeah.
girls, are we okay? Are
Are
we
we good? How is you cool? Like, can we bring it back to just lighthearted fun? Like, and that's
okay?
what I think. I think everybody needs to stay in their corner of TikTok. First of all, we got about a month left of this thing. God willing, like they need to sell the app if they want to, they
Okay.
want to stick around. So we got about a month left. Can we at least end our month like in good spirits? Like, you
Go back to baby again. What's this?
know?
Like, that's what we need to get back
Oh,
to.
give me something.
Get back to this, okay, guys?
I mean, I feel like we there. Like, as an app, I have never seen the app rally behind one person behind as the way they're doing it for Luigi Mangione.
Okay, let me see if we got the same FYP. The everybody is mad at the CEO of the backpack.
The peak of the peak, whatever. Yeah, and they turned off all of the comments on every single TikTok. I was there. I was there.
Has me weak. So if you go to their Instagram, this is the whole I went down because I wasn't pleased when I went to their TikTok and all the comments was off. I'm not pleased. So I went to their Instagram. The people on Instagram have had it. They in the comments like this is made by rats, rat emojis. Somebody put like 3 cheese emojis talking about something. This is food for your CEO. Like these people, they in there, they talking about they snitches and done it, like people was going in. Okay. Somebody
Oh,
said, what did somebody said? Return, refund, revenge. That's what somebody said. Like that ain't me. That's not my words. It was a comment. But people are
people are freaking crazy, and that's why I am so weak at this life that we live because then like this is how it is for all these people on social media. Like
yeah.
we don't have to do nothing. You don't have to, the people will rally behind you, honey.
Yes, that's it. They are about to take that backpack down to the ground. Okay. Somebody said, but I recognize, so somebody had to think piece it, and they were like, you realize like this CEO sold his data, if you will. Like you gave it to the cops without like even asking him anything like that. No one knew buying the backpack meant like you was gonna share the information. I'm like, yeah, I feel like Apple, I've heard like will not share none of your stuff with the police.
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
no matter what, they not sharing it. And it's like, okay, period. And I
Mhm.
feel like Apple got some stuff that would
Mhm.
have the case completely taken care of, but they just not gonna give your info for that CEO. It's like the CEO and the man that ratted him out at the McDonald's.
Yeah, it's just like, why was it that serious for you? You
Ah,
did you know the United Healthcare CEO? Because I tell you one thing, let the police had called me, I would have been like, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it, baby.
hey, I don't know. You wasn't in New York looking for him. You heard about the reward. You wasn't trying to find it. First of all, I was like, you think people about to move for $10,000? Y'all not keeping up with the economy. Y'all not thinking.
Y'all
And
not being for real.
y'all not. And you're in New York. Like, come on, $10,000. ten
That's
thousand.
someone rent. That's someone rent for 1 month. Okay. Stop playing with them. Stop.
Acting like you're in New York. You're not acting like it's inflation. Like, let's be so for real. $10,000 is like, man, I'll Uber. I'll Uber for a few shifts. I'll be all right. Come, and I was supposed to find an assassin. Like, please, please.
Please. And Luigi, don't play with him. Okay. That man,
No,
he put some thought behind it. Okay.
I ain't messing with him. I ain't messing with him.
That ain't got nothing to do with me for
I ain't
real.
got
I
nothing
ain't
to do
know
with
that CEO.
him.
I I don't even, I don't fuck with any insurance company. I don't believe that we should be, I don't believe in violence like that, but Luigi got his own story and the people is rally behind him, and I too am rally behind him. Free that man.
Like his lawyer who keeps saying he's innocent until proven guilty. That's our legal system, and that's it. He's innocent.
The lawyer got me so weak. He looked like he don't read nothing for real.
He's my favorite person. And in the comments, they like, who is this diva? He is so like, he's like, I'm not gonna answer that. This one, I saw this one interview. The lady like, how's his physical health? Like he talked about having a back injury before. So how's he doing? He's talking about, I'm an attorney, not a physician.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Okay.
I know that is
Ask
right.
somebody else some question. Ask somebody else that you're trying to trip up. I'm not answering it. Golly. So okay, good TikTok. Good. Same for you page.
Pay for you page.
What's something? No, it's got to be something that you like. Yeah, this probably didn't hit your page. Um, Hang, I'm trying to think of like what be on mine.
Okay, this is definitely probably not on yours. This was from a few weeks ago. What the freak is this boy's name? Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. I just know they not on your page though. I know they not. Oh, Meech and Bubba.
No.
See, I knew we wasn't on the same for you page.
Hmm. I don't
I,
know.
kn- I knew it wasn't all the way there.
No, I don't know who that is. That was like it was these two women. I think they have special needs or something. I don't even know their names, but like I remember seeing that pop up, and I was like, I don't know who that is.
Wait, hold on. Are you on this one? Cooking with Kaya. Cooking
I
with
just know, so I don't know her exactly,
But
but
it popped up. Like you
yes,
started to see it.
yeah. So it was funny because these guys, it's like this group of like young black guys who make like funny content. And they had like a skit where they were like, us outside of Kaya house cooking with Kaya. Like we trying to get a plate, like doing all this. So I'm like, what is this? And then I saw somebody did a think piece of like, what's the difference between cooking with Kaya and cooking with somebody
With
else?
Kai. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And so I'm like, okay, this is two times I done seen Cooking with Kaya. So who is this? And so I went to her page and I'm like, oh, Cooking with Kaya is her saying that.
Kaya. Cooking with Kai.
Okay. It's starting to come together. And now that we're talking about it, I'm pretty sure my algorithm is gonna be like,
Yep.
love this. You love this a lot. Um, Dang, what I know. Okay, I got this guy that be doing reviews of fashion, but he do it like real lazy. He be like dreadful, hated it, wish he did more, not doing enough. Okay, so see, that's a good one.
He's not on my for you page.
Okay, and then I got one more think piece lady. She be like, she always start her videos with like, "I'm gonna say it because y'all scary, and I can't get a whooping or something." She always got like some take on stuff that's going on. She be like, "Now I'm gonna say it because y'all scary, and I can't get no whooping."
I don't know.
I don't know how I even got her on my page, but she love to have a take on something she don't like going on. So that's her.
Uh, I don't know her. I don't really engage too much with the think piece people for real. Because I'd be like, ah, shut up. It depends on my mood. Like, I just literally the other day I binge watched the whole season of the ultimatum. And like I was trying to like get some discourse, see some discourse around it. So I was on Twitter and I was like, okay, good. I see some people talk about it, but it wasn't enough. I didn't feel fulfilled. And then it started popping up on my TikTok. So I'm like, okay, good. Probably by this morning, I was done. Then people started popping up on my thing with the think pieces about the ultimatum. Ah, shut up. I'm done. I don't want to hear about this no more.
way to do that too. Like sometimes I'm searching about something. Okay, TikTok, listen. It's sometimes I'm searching about sometimes I'm searching something just because. Like I just needed that for right there. Don't put that in my
Yes, yes.
don't put that over there. I just needed to know, like, is there a such thing as this? Oh, okay, great, great. Don't move that over. Don't move that over. I feel like sometimes too, I'll be searching like what a dance is. I don't want to see no more. I don't want to see.
My God, they try to devote your whole For You page to that for a little bit. I'd be like,
I didn't ask you for that. I didn't. I remember one time me and you did a sound. We did the Real Housewives one.
yes,
Yeah.
gotta watch those B words.
When I tell you that thing popped up on my For You page so much, and I'm like, I just needed it that one day, TikTok. I didn't ask to see 5 million more of these. I did not.
Yes,
I
it
just
does
needed the
that. For,
sound.
oh wow, it does that.
Maybe there's TikTok, listen, maybe that y'all could add like, oh, y'all about to go away. Y'all ain't about to add nothing. But like, it should be an option of like search only, or like, are you interested in
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I want that to move over. But chances are, like, I just want to see
It's
that
a
one.
one-time thing.
Like one of my searches is Nara Smith back of hair. Because people will talk about like, have y'all ever seen the back of her head? Don't show
Yes.
me no more. Don't show me no more. I just wanted to see the back of the head that time. That's it. So
Yeah. You know what? This is the second time I'm hearing about that thing, so I'm looking it up now. Because I definitely saw earlier, somebody was in the comments and was like, oh, they gave you that Nara Smith. And I was like, with the little, I was like, oh, she gave the little shortcut. But now you saying it, I'm putting two to two, two and two together. This is a thing.
yeah, apparently like people were like making fun of the back of her head and how to okay. Hers is tight. Okay. Hers is tucked under. Hers is tight. And what Portia said, oh no, she made her bob. And speaking of which, happy birthday to Nene Leakes. Yeah, I think it's her birthday today or
Happy birthday, Nene.
Benithia Nene Leakes. I hope you're enjoying. Ooh, that is funny to me. All right.
That's funny. This has been great.
It's so good. We cut up on the 13th, Friday the 13th.
It wasn't anybody's 13th reason why.
Okay. Thank you. Hang on in there, guys, to episode 14. Okay, we love you guys. We'll see you next week. Until then, bye.